Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today we're gonna try Just Jack Black is Black. So this fragrance is a clone of Tom Ford Noir de Noir. Sadly, right now we're in a time where I cannot go to store and get samples or a little spray on the paper or anything. Also, Noir de Noir, it's a little bit hard to find. I don't know if it still exists, discontinued, or if it's just hard to find in my area. Anyway, I'll be able just to say just about the smell of this fragrance, not to compare it to other fragrances. So for the presentation first, the bottle is in a matte black, has the same little metallic thing on there. You see spots on the fragrance on the bottle, and it's not fingerprints or stuff like that. If I try to remove it, feels like it's still there. I think it's like production problem or something. There's also that little spot there. Looks on video, it looks just like a spot, but here almost like look chipped or badly made. Anyway, it's just Jack, so it's super cheap. So you imagine that the quality won't be amazing in the packaging, even though those bottles, I think they're nice. It has the big heavy cap that hold well in place. Not super well. I wouldn't shake it too much, but hold well with golden atomizer with nothing written on top of this one. And for the bottle, for the box, I mean, oh, I forgot to show you the top of the bottle. It's yellowish, goldenish, but I would say more yellow than golden. The box looks like this. I think it's nice. It feels like painting or something like that with golden sides. And the inside as usual. Written Just Jack, and you don't really see it well, but it's written Just Jack. A little place to put in the bottle, and the back it's just gold like that. So we're gonna try the smell. So before I tell you on paper, also like in the air what I'm getting when I spray it, because the spray of this bottle is some little spray that doesn't like a small but like spread mist. So there's a lot of it in the air, pretty much more than on the paper. And it smells roses, but it doesn't smell like what our roses like that you smell. It smells like in French it's called Loukoum, probably Loukoum, Loukouma, I don't know in English, or it's also known as Turkish Delight, which is a Turkish candy that once in the history of man was known as the best candy in the world. I don't know if it's still the case. So this is what it smells for me, this fragrance. And both on skin, on paper, in the air, for me, this is the smell it has. So, of course, there's the rose note. I pick up some vanilla, pick up some patchouli also, a little bit of oak moss, but really, really, really in the background. There is something, I would say that it's truffle. It's pretty present, but looking at the other note background, I would not really detect it as anything else. And pretty much it. Maybe I'll get some agar wood, but I'm wondering if it's not other notes together that give me the idea of agar wood, or if it's really like agar wood or oud that I'm smelling. So what I'm getting on my skin, the note of vanilla is really present, and also rose and patchouli. It gives like that Loukoum smell in the end, but as noted, it's rose, vanilla, and patchouli that I'm really getting on my skin. Projection is usual, the closed bubble around you, people will be able to smell you. Longevity is average. It lasts about 4 hours, 3 to 6 hours. The usual, a bit low on that spectrum, more like in the middle, low on the spectrum. Now for the complete note breakdown, there's only notes, no top, heart, and base, just notes. There's oak moss, vanilla, truffle, patchouli, agarwood, saffron, and rose. And where I would see this fragrance, I would say that as a business fragrance, it could be nice. It smells refined, it smells elegant. You know, it's a unisex fragrance, so could work also on both man and woman. It smells nice, and it's a little bit of sweet fragrance, especially for a business fragrance. But still, it got some elegance to it, some refinement. So it could be a nice business fragrance. As a dating fragrance, I could think it could be nice, especially I would say a unisex fragrance. I think both for men and women could be a nice dating fragrance. Now for the summer winter spectrum, I would say it's a bit sweet. It's not like sweet. It's not like a overly sweet fragrance. It's like normal, maybe a little bit more than usual. Not more. It's a different sweetness. Usually sweetness, it's more from grapefruit or other citruses. This one, it's sweet from the rose and the vanilla, but not, even not being overly sweet, it still got a little bit of sweetness. So I would say that it's a bit wintry of a scent, but projection is not crazy. And so I'm not, I wouldn't really put it too much into winter, wouldn't be too good. In summer, it wouldn't be too bad also. So it's neither summer or winter, could be good at any time, but not crazy for one of the other. And as an everyday fragrance, I would say that it's a nice everyday fragrance, especially if you're someone that dress sharp. And even now I'm having a shirt, but even sharper than that, you know, with a suit, with a tie, that kind of person would, it will really fit. It's really elegant fragrance, will fit with that kind of person as an everyday fragrance. It still had that little candy Loukoum smell that it's not like, you won't like, it's not like a candy quite. So even if you dress it down, I think it will still be good. It's just that for me, it's better when you dress up with this fragrance. But as an everyday fragrance could be nice. The only bad thing is the longevity, that won't last the whole day. The longevity is average, so you shouldn't be surprised that a fragrance lasts 4 hours. So you need to bring a bottle at work, something like that. But apart from that, the smell is good, projection is good, just the longevity. Now, who would see wearing this fragrance? I would say someone that wear a suit that is like not eccentric, but you know, like just a touch of unusual as a person. If you've seen interview or like video or something with Tom Ford, I think that will suit the personality of Tom Ford, especially it's a clone of Tom Ford, so the original fragrance was made so Tom Ford like it. I would say that in all the fragrance I smell, this is the one I would say fits more with who Tom Ford is. I cannot tell you if it's a nice clone, if it's a good clone. You know, I know Tom Ford probably better ingredients, will smell maybe longer. Usually, what I've seen in Just Jack is when they are good smelling and all. What I see is usually the Just Jack is the same as the Tom Ford, but with a lower quality. So I would assume that the one from Tom Ford lasts longer, is better, but it still feels like a Tom Ford for me. So hope you enjoyed this video. If it's the case, we'll like and share. If you tried Black is Black or Noir de Noir by Tom Ford, and you have something to say, put it in the comment. I'd be really happy to hear from you. So, thanks for watching, and see you soon.